Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to pick number 4 of my favorite 31 hard rock and heavy metal albums of the 80s. We've been counting down all month long here in May of 2023. 31 days in the month. I have picked out my 31 favorite hard rock and heavy metal albums from the decade that was known for hard and heavy albums, right? Out of hundreds of albums that I really like a lot, and in some cases really love a lot, I have picked out my 31 that I think I love the most. It's what it's all about, right? I know you guys have been playing along each and every day this month as we're almost finished, right? We've only got a couple left. So number 4, this particular album is the 10th album released from this band. Released November 4th, 1981. Recorded at the record plant in Los Angeles, California for Vertigo Records. Produced by Martin Birch. If You Listen to Fools. The Mob Rules. That's right, Mob Rules by Black Sabbath. Second album featuring the late, great Ronnie James Dio on lead vocals. First album with Vinny Appice on drums, replacing Bill Ward. Of course, Tony Iommi and Geezer Butler along as well on guitar and bass. Killer album. This follows up Heaven and Hell, which came out just a year prior. Great Greg Hildebrandt artwork here. I remember when this album first came out, like, you look at this front cover and you're like, wow, what is that all about? You know, seeing the little demonic face in blood on the sheet here, right? And these strange hooded beings carrying whips and things. Yeah, it's very, very odd and evil cover. Saw them on this tour. It was amazing. First time seeing Black Sabbath was this tour. Saw them at the Brendan Byrne Arena in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The poor Johnny Van Zandt band opened up. I kind of got booed off the stage. Band was great, though. I mean, I was in my glory. This was like, to be, that age and going to see a band like Black Sabbath, who was my favorite band at the time, of course. Yeah, just amazing. Anyway, back to the album. A great album. Turn Up the Night kicks it all off. Fast and heavy. Great way to start off a Sabbath album. It's kind of like the younger sibling to Neon Nights from Heaven and Hell, right? Very, very similar type song. Then, of course, you got Voodoo. Slows things down. Voodoo is great. Then, of course, the monumental Sign of the Southern Cross. If it wasn't for the title track, that probably would be my favorite song on the album. Sign of the Southern Cross is immense. It's slow and doomy and so heavy. Great vocal from Dio. Then, of course, E5150, a little instrumental thing that leads into the title track, The Mob Rules, which is amazing. Amazing. So crushing, so heavy, so fast. Just, man, Sabbath at the top of their game. Over on side 2, you got Sail Away with a Country Girl, right? Very different song for this album. Country Girl is still really cool. Very melodic. Nice guitar parts from Tony on that. Then the fast and heavy with the enormous bass grooves slipping away. I always look at that as Geezer's song, man. That's so good. He even gets to do little solos in there as well. Him and Tony trade off back and forth. Tony clicking on the wah-wah pedal. Geezer just awesome stuff. Then, of course, almost like the kind of the second half of Sign of the Southern Cross is Falling Off the Edge of the World. It's amazing how they have 2 of those big, slow, doomy, heavy hitters on each side of this album. Falling Off the Edge of the World is also immense. Great, great stuff. And then Over and Over, all right, which kind of like on Heaven and Hell. Here you have the last song on the album is more this kind of bluesy, melodic, kind of somber type piece with some scorching kind of blues rock solos from Tony Iommi. Over and Over. Very, very cool. So, yeah, it's a great album. It's a great album. It's, if it wasn't for the other one, this would probably be my favorite album from this iteration of the band, or the Ronnie James Dio led aspect of Black Sabbath. So let's take a look at some, and of course, great Martin Birch production on this. Also one of my favorite Martin Birch productions on any album, and I think this album sounds really different than the production on Heaven and Hell, which is interesting. Definitely a little darker, a little wetter, a little more earthy, Whereas I think Heaven and Hell is a little drier on the production side of things, if that makes any sense. Anyway, let's take a look at some charting information. Canada, number 19. Dutch charts, 47. Finland, 18. Japanese charts, 63. New Zealand, 45. Sweden, 30. UK, number 12. US Billboard, number 29. When it was reissued back in 2022. Peaked on the German charts at number 83. Certifications, Canada, gold, 50,000 units sold. UK, silver, 60,000 units sold. And in the United States, as of the last time it was certified, gold at 500,000 copies sold. So pretty good charter and seller for Black Sabbath. This would kind of be like the end of Sabbath's kind of like impact on the charts, though. Born Again did okay, but not quite as good as this. And everything after that just kind of, until they did release the end, or I'm sorry, 13, which was the end many, many years later. Of course, that did very well for them, the reunion with Ozzy. But yeah, as far as like, from this era, this was the last kind of fairly successful album. Although you could call Born Again, like I said, somewhat successful, but not quite to this level. So, but yeah, that's my pick for today. Pick number 4, Mob Rules by Black Sabbath. Let us know what you think of this album, if you care to, in the comments below, as well as your pick number 4. We've got 3 more to go. 3 big ones coming up. 3 treasured albums for me. Looking forward to it. And then we move into prog. 70s prog, my favorite 30s, 70s prog albums will happen starting June 1st, which is just a few short days away. Haven't even solidified my list yet. Yeah, I know, I'm a slacker. It's I have like a long list of albums that I'm going to choose from. I just got to put them in my order. They'll be ready. Don't you worry. They will be ready come whatever it is. Thursday morning, I guess. Yes, Thursday morning. That will be the first day of June. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also, we got the links down below to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, as well as our merch page. So thank you all in advance for that. Stay tuned in just a little bit. We've got ranking the albums coming up. Something a little bit different here on the channel. Blondie. Going to rank the 11 albums of Blondie. I've always been a Blondie fan, so it's kind of time to throw something a little bit different, kind of new wavy power pop, post-punk type of thing. Blondie, very, very cool band. Debbie Harry, amazing. So yeah, that's coming up in just a little bit. We've also got the Curse of the Collector happening tonight, and yeah, tomorrow will be Monday for pick number 3. All right. We got Phil Ashton also coming on the channel from Now Spinning Magazine. He and I are going to do a fun little show talking about those MVP replacement band members. So that's happening tomorrow. And then, of course, we got Tuesday. Don't miss it. The Latin Rock Primer on In the Prog Seat. Ken Golden and myself will be talking about all sorts of really, really cool Latin rock bands that kind of followed in the wake of Santana. And we'll talk about Santana as well. Really cool stuff. If you like prog, I'm sure you'll like a lot of the music we're going to be talking about. So that's happening also, excuse me, this week on Tuesday, and lots more to come. New album review day on Wednesday, of course. We've got Friday morning at the Funhouse with Martin Popoff. Saturday, of course, is the UK Connection, and we'll be right back next week on Sunday, as always, for Ranking the Albums, where I will be ranking the pretty short but pretty cool discography of the Joe Perry Project. So that's coming up a week from today. So thanks for watching, everybody. I am Pete Pardo. See you real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.